All right, welcome to another episode of We All Here. I don't even know what the hell we got going on, but you know what? I appreciate y'all for tuning in again, once again. Hey, man, look, we got the same crew. We got the same crew. Everybody say what's up to our peoples.
What's good?
Appreciate
Hello,
it.
hello.
Yo, we got the same crew, and we're going to start it off right. Listen, we don't need to go through the names this time. Y'all already know who it is. If they want to introduce themselves again, you'll get it. But let's just start off right tonight. We had an interesting week. In news and social media. I don't know if you guys know or not, if you've been on Mars or living on Mars,
crazy.
but Will and Jada, specifically Jada, had a book release. And with many interviews.
Demon.
I hear some people say demon, crazy, all this stuff. We're going to get to that. But she had a book release called Worthy. And in this book release, she revealed a lot of things that maybe the public did or did not know. The entanglement, her relationship with Will, the slap at the Oscars, where her and Will's relationship is, Tupac, Chris Rock's proposal to her, all kind of things came out. Book must be hella thick because she got a lot to say, right? But I want to get some general take on one of the things that that has come up. Jada and Will apparently have been separated since 2016.
I can see it.
So she says you can see it.
I can see it.
But
I bet you it wasn't his choice.
but they have denied getting a divorce. They said we're not getting a divorce. We really want to say that nothing is going to stop us from staying married in our fully inclusive relationship that we have, open. They don't call it open, but relationship they have. But they said, hey, this is a relationship that is calling for what do you call it? What kind of love? We talking about unconditional. Unconditional love, right? So you can speak to that, but I want to get everybody's take on their situation for a little bit, but talk about, is love and what they talking about truly unconditional? We're going to start with that, and then we're going to keep moving. So is love unconditional, or does love come with conditions? So I'll go around. Seem like you had the hot seat, Janine. You had something to say.
I just want to ask the question, did he say that they weren't getting divorced, or did she say that?
Both said it. Both said it. I read like I don't know how many tons of interviews. It's not that they never wanted
After
to get
this week, though.
Even in this week, I don't know if you saw a follow up to Will and all the kids. They surprised her at one of her book showings, and basically said that we're in full support of her being transparent and honest, and they're in full support. He loves her, and said he even loves her even more. But that doesn't mean that they're going to get a divorce or anything like that. It's just that he appreciates a woman who has stood by him through thick and thin. That they don't call themselves married, they call themselves life partners because they're not getting rid of each other. They're just in it for life. That's what they feel.
It's too much.
They're doing the most.
I promise if I hear her name again, like I'm bothered because her truth. It's almost like she's trying to normalize bad behavior, irregardless of whether they're together or not together, irregardless of what's transpired, who did this, who did that. That's y'all business, right? I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about you and Tupac. I don't want to know about your alopecia. I don't want to know about you and Chris Rock. I don't want to know. I don't want to know because it's almost sickening. Like she's glorifying. I'm over it. I don't want to hear it no more. She just need to go in the corner and eat her some crackers and just, drink some juice.
Take a nap.
She bringing that red table back, though.
She need to take a nap.
She bringing that red table back, so
Needs to rest.
we're not done with her yet.
Because she's been doing too much.
She's bringing the red table back next year.
I never watched one episode. Now I may have seen a clip here and there, but I can't sit through foolishness.
I watched the episode with Will and the whole August Alsina thing. I watched that one.
He's a good actor.
Man, look.
Them tears were scripted for me.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you. Now this is just my opinion. I could.
Well,
No,
girl,
no, I'm gonna
he
tell
was like, don't nobody want.
Filled up in the wells of his eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Will love Jada, man. He does. I think Will really loves her. And what was striking to me was how she said the whole thing about the life partnership and all that. And she was like, I haven't found it in myself yet to betray that.
Right.
Like, you didn't say anything about him. You're just more concerned about keeping your word of what you said about the relationship. You know what I mean? It's like it was no real value about Will. It was just about her word about their partnership. You know, so it's like, dude, if she talks about all the things that she talks about, and you gotta tell Will too. Now, Will puts his business out there too. So Will had his memoir that came out first. And he did talk about different difficulties that they had within their marriage. You know what I'm saying? Infidelity, possibility, you know, there was always rumors out there about him being unfaithful or whatever the case is, or them having an open relationship. They chose to put their life in public view. So the opinions that other people start to generate, I don't see where anybody can, be like, oh man, everybody needs to get off of them. Well, they put themselves out there. So if you don't want, the masses to jump on it and form their own opinions, shut up.
That's
what they need
too
to do.
much, though.
It's too much.
Something for her to sell her book,
Matter of fact,
maybe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you like this.
But if we together, before you go any further, I'm so sorry since you want to put your foot down. But if we together,
I told you, I'm gonna put my foot down.
look now. But if we together, I'm your wife, you're my husband,
Right.
and I'm publicly saying that you are not my soulmate.
I'm gonna tell you, shut the hell up.
But he didn't though. But why?
I'm just saying what I would have did. I would have told you to shut the hell up.
She found her weakest link.
Look, that part. That part.
It's just so
She's embarrassing herself. There is no. But then Will is an embarrassment as well because he's sitting there
I know
taking
y'all
it.
talking
The
about embarrassment,
emasculation.
but they don't feel that way, and I think here's the thing that I'm not. Let me play the devil's advocate for a second. They do not feel, as I always do. So they don't feel that way. They feel like they're living their truth. Let me tell you what Will said recently. He said, everything I ever dreamed about in my life that I ever wanted, I currently have. Now, how many of us can sit around here and say that he said from the kids, from his relationship with Jada, from the accomplishments to everything that he has, ups, downs, left and right, whatever the case may be, he said that he has everything, and he said, I could die right now. Period. So I know what we're saying, but apparently whatever they got going on works for them, which they feel that their life partnership. They just said, I saw an interview that Will said, both of us, we're just locked in to each other for life. They don't. Of course, they're not no longer saying marriage. Even the point that when he went up before the slap and he said, stop. Don't put my wife's name in your mouth. She was surprised by that because she was like, she ain't called me wife in a minute, right? So it's the fact that whatever that feeling or that emotion that rose up was, or whatever they said, they still have a strong feeling about one another, and they feel like they're on a healing journey. They're complete. We're just sitting in the passenger seat,
I got a call.
looking at whatever they got going on.
I'm sorry, I gotta call BS on that, man. Just in my opinion, because that man has risked his whole career for that moment to check somebody about what he's saying about his wife.
And he's banned from the Oscars for life.
Banned from the Oscars. This is a man whose image has always been very important to him. He's cultivated it, he's curated it meticulously. And then you get this bald-headed demon. In the words of M'Baku, you bald-headed demon who must have some kind of Erykah Badu root. Because there's only women like Erykah Badu. Lord Jesus.
Not Erykah Badu.
Yeah, it's some kind.
I like
It's
Erykah Badu.
it's something. It's
I like
something about.
Erykah
It's
Badu.
something about women like that. That just.
I ain't said that, Erica.
It's just something. That's,
Hey, even if she- even if she
it's
got
like
that.
you can't
Damn,
even.
I'll
You
go
ain't.
for Erykah
If
Badu.
you look in their eyes, if you look in their eyes too long, you done.
I ain't lying.
See, y'all just don't understand the power that some of y'all got, and when some of y'all tap into that power, Lord Jesus.
Tap tap.
But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and back on over here. Let me.
David's popping it today.
But you do know that they did not sign a prenup.
Yeah, she
So
refused to sign a
I
prenup.
feel like
He wanted
I'm
to,
with
but
you.
he
But
refused.
I feel like he's trying to save face because he's made so much money while she's pretty much made nothing. He knows that if he takes that route, I'm going ahead and love you in public, baby, but behind closed doors, it ain't even about you. He knows that he's going to have to give up almost everything that he has because there's no prenup.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all business.
Yeah,
man.
go ahead.
What'd
Go
you say,
ahead.
Pandora? What'd you say?
I just think it's a publicity thing. That's what I think. I mean, what was the other thing that somebody had and didn't find out? I think Beezer used like, I told y'all it was a publicity thing. Something somebody came out with. I mean, it seems like every time
I don't believe
somebody,
anything that happens.
Yeah, it seems like every time somebody has something that has to come, it's
So they always selling.
It's
something.
always
Right.
selling something.
always-
Right.
Yeah.
If you can see it, they
Yeah.
selling it.
So even if something really did happen, I know their PR team is like, okay, we got to use
gotta
Let's
this.
spin it.
Right.
So it's all
because
fake to
other
me.
than that, they are irrelevant, especially Jada.
Really,
I mean,
tired of her.
and she comes out with stuff like that to bring it back up. My post was like, don't bring them back into our lives.
Yeah.
Let them stay
them want the
gone.
book.
And let Pac rest in peace, man.
He ain't even here to defend himself.
Yeah,
He probably like, she lying.
Island.
That dude is in Havana.
My dude
Not on the
He
island.
in Havana right now, like God.
Let Pac rest in
The
peace.
crazy
man.
part is when he was locked up, she said that they were locked in, but he over here proposing to somebody else.
Facts,
So
facts.
how locked in, Jada, were you with Tupac when he was asking somebody else to marry
Which
him?
brings up
Yeah.
some of the points that I was saying. One, we got to get back to this.
Okay, we sorry.
Is love unconditional? Because they saying love is unconditional. That's one. And can you love multiple people at the same time?
Here we go.
But there are different levels of love, though.
No, I'm talking about in love. Whatever y'all want to talk. Because you know, ladies, y'all got to be the in love.
Those are two
Can you
different
be
things.
in love with 2 or 3 different people
That's how you
at
doing
the
it, bro?
same time?
So
I got to do it. First of all, answer my first
I want to hear
question.
Latoya.
Answer my first
I'm
question.
ready.
Ooh, I ain't gonna
Is
say.
love
Go ahead.
She
Go
been
ahead.
love. She
Go
been
ahead.
love. Does it come with conditions?
I ain't even
Does
gonna say
love
what I
come
wanna
with
say.
conditions, and can you be in love with multiple
Latoya got
people
the
at the
floor.
same
What
time?
we
I'm
talking?
ready.
Come on.
Love is not unconditional. I think if you really love somebody, you're gonna love. That doesn't mean you're gonna stay with them or be with them or put up with their foolishness. But do I love you unconditionally? Yes, I can love you through. You know,
Yeah.
if you turn into a crackhead, I'm not gonna be with you, but I'm gonna still love you, and I might give you a couple of dollars if I see you on the side of the road. But I'm not gonna be with you. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna still love you.
Yeah.
If you love somebody and if you really love them, it is unconditional. I believe
Yeah.
that. Now, can you do what now? Be in love? See, in
Can you
love.
be in love with more than one person at a time? Will and Tupac.
You have
In
to be
love?
strong. I'm sorry. You have to be like, you really would have to be connected with yourself, because if you can love
Is
more,
that a yes or no?
that's a yes for me. I know I can.
Be what I want to be.
Like the same
If
with
I
each
work my
Pandora's like, wait a minute, hold
But
on.
so you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like, I can be in love with 2 people, but not be with both people.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a difference. You can look. Don't. What's the look for? I'm
Keep your
waiting
heart
on
3
it.
stacks.
Keep your eye.
Keep your heart.
Keep your heart 3 stacks.
These girls
What?
are
Keep your
smart.
heart 3 stacks.
These girls are smart.
No,
Play your part.
no,
Play your
but
part.
Play your part.
look, see. I mean, but you can be with this one person, right? And this person has not been what you needed him to be, and probably never will be the person that you need him to be. But it doesn't mean that you don't love him and you're not in love with him. Now here comes somebody else, and he's feeding that other
B.
part of you. Yeah, I mean, you know, you want the good boy and you want the bad boy. Some of us are lucky enough. Some of us are lucky enough to get it all in one person.
So that's hold on, pardon me.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's notate that.
No, let's notate.
So that's a fact that women want the good and the bad boy. That's a fact.
I'm not speaking for all women. Let me speak for
Let's
me.
go around the room.
Go ahead.
Let's go around the room.
You said yeah.
You say you want the good and
You
bad.
like them half hood and half hood.
Come on.
Period.
Yes. Period.
Yes, I would like for him to be able to switch it on and off.
Yes.
He'll pay Gucci
Here we
Man
have it.
and then
Here we have it.
and then some Yolanda Adams.
If we need
it's so
to
hard
dress
to find.
up and go out someplace and be formal and all of that, he
Yes.
needs to be able to step up and step in it.
Right.
Now, if we going around the corner to the curry out to get us a Philly cheesesteak, he need to
Right.
put them butters on and let's roll.
Butters.
You see what I'm saying?
Smooth butters.
Yeah.
I like how you talking.
I need you to know
Yeah.
where the bootleggers at.
Yeah.
I
Period.
need you to know.
Period.
Your face gotta be good in the hood.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah, I get that.
seeing as how that most women you're saying may not be that fortunate to be able to find all of that wrapped into one
It's very
person.
difficult.
Because they be liking them brutish women. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You be like the what?
Them brutish, y'all be liking them brutish women.
Brutish.
Yeah, that be calling y'all sassy.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm
man,
sorry,
we gonna
ask your
get back-
question.
Matter of fact, we're gonna get back to that word tonight.
No, we not. That's next week.
Oh, okay.
We talking about love.
Yeah, love,
well,
love.
I love calling her assassin. But no,
That's a new trend these days.
right. But only thing I'm saying is that if you're saying that you can realistically be in love with two people at the same time, somebody's getting the short end.
Well, I have a question. What if you're in love? That means that you're with them, right? Because you're in it with them. That's what I
No,
thought.
that don't necessarily mean that.
Nah, that's not.
It's a heart
That,
issue.
that ain't what she said.
First of all, don't paraphrase for me, so I can speak very well for myself. Let me go on ahead and clarify a couple of things since you trying to throw me out there. Let me go on ahead and catch
Don't
up
put
to your
words in
throw.
your mouth, right?
Period. So I can be with you. Right, and I can love you,
Right.
and then I meet somebody else. We're not together, like we're
Yeah,
and then
like
I
two
meet
different
somebody,
lives.
and I meet somebody else, and I'm still like I haven't even addressed the love that I have for you because now I have somebody else over here, tending to me and all of this and all of that. It doesn't. Let me use my first love for an
but
example.
you don't think you're cheating yourself?
I very
Because
well
in-
could be though.
In a way, are you not settling in a certain way?
With person A.
So person A was who you had your eyes set on. This is who you fell in love with. Y'all never got to that point to confess or to, express that inner emotion with that person, because person A had issues that kept you from saying, okay, you know what? As much as I love you and I'm in love with you, I can't see myself trying to commit to you because of these issues.
I can't be Will in this situation, but go ahead.
Good God. But I digress. Now, so here comes person B. They offer you all the things and you're in love with person B, but you have person A and that's unresolved. So is that not cheating yourself and cheating person B? Because you're still carrying inside of you something that's unresolved.
But then that's and so let me rewind a little bit. In my marriage, when I left my marriage, I had to fall in love with me and heal in order to leave my marriage.
Okay.
Didn't mean that I wasn't in love with him, but I just knew it wasn't a good situation. At some point, those two things are going to collide if you choose not to deal with it. But see, the point of it is that you meet somebody else unexpectedly and you fall in love with this person while you're still nursing the heartbreak from this person because this person, wasn't up to par.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that you still can't love this person. And like you said, if he a crackhead, that's I'm gonna give you a couple of dollars and we gonna keep it moving.
Right. I still love him.
But we still have to. It takes time. For me, you just can't fall out of love when you fall in love. If it took me 6 months to fall in love with you, it's gonna take me probably just as long to fall out of love with you. And I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna have love for you. But it's a process. Women are, and we talked about this last week. Women are more emotional creatures than men are. So we can house. We can do this. Y'all got one track minds. Sorry, not sorry. Go
I
ahead.
think men are emotional though, y'all. Over this last week, I went.
Come on, God.
I went to a
Speak,
situationship.
Lord.
I ended up at the fella's house, y'all, and guess what?
Somebody popped
Locked
up.
himself in the bathroom, went through my phone.
Oh, no.
I said, what?
But no emotional.
Damn.
Emotional on an emotional level, but
I
we're two different types. You have that feeling of emotion, and you have that, oh my God, is she cheating on me? That insecure emotion.
But I was just shocked. I just thought that.
I mean, well, it's your fault that you dropped all that good on them. I mean, you need to ration that. You need to ration that thing out.
So
I'm sorry.
You had a question about I had two questions.
I had something.
Yeah.
I kind of had something. So we're saying that you can be in love with two people, right? But
we're asking a question.
But Mr. Period says it's possible. So this is what I'm saying. And you said you still have love from you, give him $1 if he's on crack, whatever it is, right? So can that person spin back if the vibe is there?
I don't do leftovers. I'm sorry to tell you.
But how was he a leftover? You never had him.
That's love. You still love him.
But
like how
right.
How could he have been a leftover if you never had him?
I have given second chances if the love is still there, but I have love for people, but I don't love two people. I mean, I just can't because I think that that's not fair to the person that I love. I'm currently with, so I just keep, my love to that one person. I can't. I mean, I will have love for the person that, I was with because we had our moments, we had our times together. We had some good times, we had some bad times, as always. But once I move on, it's just my love is towards that new person. I mean, I won't be rude or if they need help or anything. I mean, I'm there for them for that aspect. But other than
would that be right for you to be there for them in that way?
I mean, yeah. I mean, of course it is because you're still a friend.
Yeah.
I mean, you just because you
flip that on the man. Flip that on the man.
Oh, that ain't happening.
Flip that on the man.
I got more.
But if you tell your new person about
y'all ain't having that.
You ain't telling me about
you can't. You can't.
You better let her know before I tell her.
Exactly.
No.
Thank you.
Why she texting your phone?
Yeah, you would say that too.
But no.
You would say that too.
If you tell me about a friend, I got this girl as a friend.
No. I've had a relationship with her. That's different from being a friend. Like I have friends that had nothing. An ex that I had sex with.
She's not me.
That I had sex with. I want you. Let's bring that home.
She's not me.
So the ex still can
call.
Yeah.
Can the ex call?
Damn.
What's wrong with that? I mean,
that's beautiful.
I know me.
Don't look.
That I know me enough to know that
You can the ex call? Can the ex call like that?
Call for you?
She not me though.
It depends.
Can the ex call?
She can.
Yes.
And matter of fact, tell her I said hello.
Yes. If it gets disrespectful, that's different.
That's different.
You need to talk.
But if I'm having communication with you, emotional communicate, because see, constant communication.
Yeah.
If I had that, you telling me that basically I can still have communication with my ex.
Yeah.
A connection with my ex.
What's the point? What's the point of being in a relationship if there's no trust involved?
Yeah, I have that,
but it ain't even about her. It's about you, right? It's about you and what you do and how you handle things. So if you're telling me that you're friends with her, then I have to trust you enough to not disrespect me within your friendship with her.
Right.
That's true.
Bull.
That's true.
Bull.
Where's your rag at?
Bull.
Where's
Man.
your rag at?
Come on now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So y'all don't allow. Y'all wouldn't allow y'all.
Well, I got a fear because I know me. So if you give me time of day, I'm gonna take you wherever I want to take you at. I just need that time of day. If you one of my throwbacks, old whatever, so I don't really trust that. I know me.
I'm concerned.
And I ain't the slickest guy. I ain't the slickest guy. I'm not the slickest guy in the world.
That concerns.
But you know you made a mark.
There's another guy slicker than me. So
But you know you made a mark.
I know you give.
I know what I do.
If I see you,
Man.
You ain't going out there.
That part.
I know you got a man,
Man.
and I know you got a.
I know who the hell I
I
am.
know you got a man, and I see you.
They all still love me.
I see you out.
Period.
Exactly. So if I see you out at a bar somewhere, and we vibing. And
Right.
we used to have so much fun back in the day.
Right.
What's up? If I'm on that type of time.
Right.
Every last
But
one
see,
of them, they
that's
love me.
where you have to love the person enough that you with.
What
to
if I'm not
even
fully
back.
in love with the person that I'm
Well,
currently with?
certainly, I'm not saying that's just gonna be what it is. But I'm just saying that's why. I mean, I've
She's saying, why would you
But
backtrack?
I'm just saying I've experienced that,
Right.
so that's why I wouldn't allow that. Let's not even do that.
Right. Just on the safe
That's
side.
my opinion.
Just to be on the safe
Yeah.
side.
That's my
Well,
opinion.
I'm saying, okay.
And
The
they,
scenario-
and they have a guy who they in love with, you know, Facebook vibe and all that. But
So
if
Ro-
I catch them slipping, it's
So,
gone.
so my personal opinion, if you have to post your relationship on Facebook every chance you get,
just saying.
then how solid is your relationship?
Right. Absolutely.
And I mean, and I'm just being honest. If you have to, me and Bay doing this, and you and Bay, y'all smile. We not doing that.
Don't be the
No,
Now, I think
exactly.
every now and then it's cool, but I think the ones that do it all the time, there's something going on. Either he sees something that he didn't like, or she saw something that she didn't like, and they're trying to prove a point.
And she trying
So-
to let these other heifers
But
know.
we're clear that we can be friends with our exes.
I mean,
Yes.
I think
Are we also
I don't
clear?
They
mind.
communicate and
Yes.
talk.
You can be
and
I'm
shit.
gonna be
I mean, we don't need to talk on a regular basis.
Right,
I'ma
on a-
be-
if that's
Just,
a regular
holidays
basis,
or something.
Not on a regular basis.
No.
I'm talking
I'm gonna be.
about
I'm gonna be.
No,
I'm
Especially
gonna.
not
like my
holidays.
Okay,
Facebook,
I'm gonna
that's
be.
all-
I'm gonna
it.
be.
That's all you can do is like a
Thank-
post.
thank
That's
you.
it. You're not doing nothing else. 'Cause I promise you.
Nah.
Anybody out there dating my
check this
exes,
out,
they
check this
still
out.
love me and they want to come back home.
Look at
I'ma
she
check
looking in
this
the,
out.
she is
Popping
looking
it.
in the camera
They
and
wanna
saying
come back
that.
home.
She popping it.
Look
Oh,
at
look at
So
she letting
get
them
it
know.
together.
If-
Right.
Damn.
Tell them leave me alone.
So no, under no condition could they slide by home.
It depends on the it look.
Thinking long. She's
man,
thinking long.
man.
There was
She's
No,
thinking
It was one time.
there was
Oh my God.
there was only one
time.
Do you
No,
see what
I was saying there
Let's
was
see
one,
how they-
there was one guy. It is.
I'm that one guy.
No, there was one guy I let come back 10 years
Certain
later.
guys is that one guy.
Did me dirty again. So I had to think about
Yeah.
that. No, he can't come
And
back.
that's not something I do these days, but I'm just saying when I was younger, it was certain people that, they got a new boyfriend.
Ruthless.
All
and
I
it
got-
ain't matter, right?
No. Yo,
Ruthless.
all
But
I
I
do-
mean, that's a flex though, right?
Yeah.
That's a flex. If you can go back and you know that they got
Yeah.
somebody new, you can go back and get it. And I don't even want you. It's just,
Yeah. But we
but
see
I'm not that person.
I just
she
feel.
relates to me.
I just feel that the problem happens when you've let person A say, "Hey, this is not going to be what it is." I'm still holding something from person A. Person B comes unexpectedly. I understand that. But before you get in too deep with person B, I still think you got to resolve the thing with person A in the sense of saying you got to move from that place where you guys were saying in love to I still have love
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
But then that takes it back to that whole unconditional thing.
Who said love was unconditional?
I did.
She did.
Shit, me.
And I'm following her.
It is.
It is.
But I think
so.
that's the difference between being in love and loving. They're
Yeah.
not
I'ma
the
ask you-
same. They're
Now, I'm
not
gonna tell you
I
like
do
this.
have to address that.
But
real
before you can get my love, there's already a condition, so it's not
quick.
unconditional.
Correct. So
I already got a condition.
So if
But once you in
wait,
it,
wait,
though-
I gotta say this. If a action has to be done to prove my love for you, that is called a condition.
Every night
But
I got
who
to fight
said-
to prove my
But
love.
who says that there? So I met my first love. I met him when I was 12 years old, right? And I'm well into this, and I love him. Like I am in love with him, but I'm so in love with him to the point where I want him to be happy, and his happiness is not with me. We're still best friends to this day. We still can communicate. I know the wife. I know
Why
the
you ain't with him?
children. Because it happened so, we were so young. So many things happened by the time we got grown.
Behaviors, right?
It
Different
wasn't
behaviors, different things in life.
it wasn't even behaviors. It was the timing of it all. But by the time we realized what it could be, it was so far gone that we can have a conversation today and we can say, oh, okay, what if this and what if that? You can do all of that you want. But we can say what if this, what if that. But it's still to the point for me, my being in love with him is a sacrifice to not even test that water. Because I was in love with him.
Yeah, I can relate to that because I have certain females that I know they're great females. I dropped the ball back in the days. They're married now. I would never try them. I would never disrespect what they got going on, even if it's a little inkling of me that like I probably because I might see them somewhere and we got a good vibe going, Walmart, wherever. But I would never disrespect because I know they're good people.
Have you ever truly been in love? And have you ever truly been loved back?
Oh, you asking me?
I'm because you over there making all of these faces. I'm trying to understand.
Bro,
Do we
heavy
ever really
all of a
know
sudden.
though? Would we ever really know?
What I'm saying is,
First of all,
nah,
hey, he put your foot down just now.
Look, I'm
Talk
so,
about
me with that
so have
first.
I ever
Ooh,
been in
that's
love? Yes. Have I ever been loved by somebody? Yes. Like
Correct.
I want to say, when I say unconditionally, I want to say as much as when we talk about unconditional, the only unconditional love I feel like that I don't have to prove is God for me. That's and because he loved me when I was small, big, whatever. Humans, we have a tendency to put our preferences onto people.
There you go.
We put our experiences
There you go.
onto people. We put different things, which causes conditions to remain there.
Correct.
So I don't think anybody's walking around with no preferences, with no opinions, no experiences. Because of those things, I believe that we care about conditions.
Yep.
And to say, this happened to me before, I don't want this to happen again. So I put healthy boundaries, whatever those are conditions. Boundaries, healthy boundaries are conditions.
Yep.
That says, I'm not going to be a fool. Like, they can't cheat on me 10 times. Because you would say that's unconditional love. If somebody cheats on you 10 times, you still love them, right?
That's not unconditional.
That is
though.
unconditional, because that means whatever you do, I'm still going to love you the same. See, that
same.
that means the
same.
same with the
With them,
same. So unconditional.
Thank you.
Conditional
I can love them,
means
but I don't wanna be with
steady.
them.
But what I want to make sure that we understand is what unconditional. That means steady love. Okay, a steady love means that whatever happens in the outside elements, I'm going to still stay right there with you. And the thing is, a lot of people do not express steady love. I'm not saying that nobody ever has. I'm just telling you that a lot of us carry about different conditions. I know you had something.
Yeah, because I think, and it's something that you were saying just now, and it made me think of this, is like love A, love B, right? Unconditional in love with someone or unconditional love for someone.
Right.
Because if you're saying unconditional in love, to me that's saying I'm riding regardless.
I don't care what go on.
I'm not finna do that.
Because unconditionally
And
in
because
love,
you're not finna do that, you don't have the will and Jada love. If that's
I
the
don't
case.
want that. Who want that?
I'm just saying that's what they're saying.
Okay,
no
that
matter
makes
what.
sense. I got you.
But let's
Yeah.
let's break it down though, right? So love technically is never supposed to hurt you, although it does. So let's start there. If you are truly in love with someone, you're literally thinking about this person before you're thinking about yourself. And being able to go out and bag this chick or bag that chick should never come into your mind if you love someone unconditionally. What Will and Jada have is an arrangement. Right, they're choosing Yandy and Mendices. They're not married, but they're choosing to act as a married couple. You see what I'm saying? So it's like this. You can tell
Technically,
me
by law they married.
now,
Marriage is what you put on paper. Period.
but the point of it is that just because you love someone with your heart doesn't mean that you have to be a fool in that love.
well, see, this is the thing. We focus on the whole thing of infidelity as being this biggest catalyst, right?
It ain't.
But it ain't.
It ain't.
You have people who are struggling in relationships with unconditional love, quote unquote, and the husband and the wife is a gambler. They hit that casino and lose their mind. Don't have a limit. Don't know when to stop. Next thing you know, the bill money's gone.
Money.
That's money.
Unconditional does not equate to staying. Let me not say being. Unconditional does not equate to you staying in an unhealthy situation, especially if you love yourself. I tell everybody all the time, nobody will ever beat me loving me outside of God. You see what I'm saying? So if I love myself, I take the time to fall in love with you. That doesn't mean that you get to abuse the love that I have for you. So just because I'm in love with you doesn't mean that I need to stay while you're mistreating me, while you're mishandling me, while you're disrespecting me. Because now I'm thinking how I'm in love with you unconditionally, but how much love do you have for me?
I can agree with that though.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay,
Big speaker on that. I like that.
big speaker. You had something. I don't know if you was gonna say something, but if not, I wanted to bring up those points for Will and Jada because this has been a prominent thing for a lot of people. We're talking about love and multiple partners and things of that sort, and how it's all in the public eye, right? We see it on social media everywhere, right? In fact, we're so plugged into social media that it definitely brings about another question, right? Like, what's the big impact of social media and what we see in people's lives, and how we view relationships and what love means? I mean, think about this for a second. God rest his soul. I know y'all probably ain't gonna give him props, but I do, because he was a lightning rod in the middle of everything during the pandemic. Kevin Samuels, right? So Kevin Samuels was a lightning rod, and guess who was his most prevalent watchers? Women. Men didn't give him that boost. Women did, because they really wanted to know what a man thought of his caliber, whatever he called a high value man, a man that they said they want, right? So, but he brought about a whole wave of people talking about relationships, like we talking about Will and Jada right now. A wave of what does the impact of social media have you ever been impacted in your own personal walk or personal lives? Have something happened on social media and it affected your relationships?
Yeah.
I know everybody can talk about this.
I wouldn't say it affect my relationship, but in the past I've seen where stuff that's trending gets to the table. And I don't really care about that kind of stuff. That's why I started doing podcasting, because it was like, well, if I'm going to talk about it, I'll talk about it on podcast. But I don't want to talk about that when we about to eat dinner. But certain people, I ain't trying to blow nobody up. And this was like back in the day. They love, trendy topics and all that. So now we discussing somebody else's relationship. Now it's like intertwining with whatever we got going on. I don't want to talk about that. It's not me. So
Right.
I'll say in that way, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It has made me not trust even more because I see a lot of couples who portray, and I'm not saying that they're being dishonest. One or both parties may or may not know that their partner is being unfaithful, but they seem to have a very good relationship if you're looking at pictures and things of that sort.
Yeah.
However,
Wow.
dinner have been in my inbox for years.
That part.
Ladies,
So
talk about it,
it's
ladies.
so disrespectful.
Oh,
You know about
you experienced that? You know about that?
Do you know?
I don't get. I'm so happy that I don't get the stuff that people be saying that they get in inbox, like
It's
dangalingers
crazy.
and stuff like that.
Dangalingers.
It's crazy.
Oh, love.
It's really crazy. They want, and they'll know you have a man.
And sending
and they'll have a
dangalingers?
woman, and they'll still want to.
Oh, you know too?
They sending you dingalingers?
Yo.
They sending you dingalingers?
I haven't gotten as much as I would
Fellas,
like
stop
to get.
sending
Oh wow! She
dangalingers.
said she hasn't got as much as she would like to get.
Damn.
God.
I'm not gonna say that,
Come on,
that I
guys.
don't
Stop
have to
sending
deal with
dangalingers,
but
man.
my thing is when I get a DM from somebody that I know is involved with someone, I politely respond back, would you like to include your boo in on this conversation? If not, stay out of my inbox.
You
I
go
feel
straight
like
to blackmail.
but no, it's not even about blackmail, but how little are you thinking of me to think that I would give you the time of day after you just posted you and your boo or you and your wife. Like, I am not a side chick. I am never number two. And if you can't make me number one, you need to go on ahead and kick rock somewhere.
Well, I've had this conversation with like older guys. That's normally who I'll be around. And back in the day, of course, you had to actually go out and converse and meet people. Now we got any type of female and any type of guy right in front of your face all day.
On
Your
demand.
fingertips.
That's your fingertips.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot of us are on these stats talking and commenting and
Hearts?
getting familiar
Yeah.
with each other.
Right.
So I think that social media definitely, affects relationships. But it goes back to who you are as a person too, how disciplined
Right.
you are,
Absolutely.
and just being strong enough and loving your person enough to say, hey, I'm not gonna let this get out of control. We can trade a couple, not DMs, but just on somebody's stat. But outside of that, that's it. But when you got every type of female, I'm speaking from a man's perspective, that you could ever think of. When you scrolling and you see the girl from 5th grade, you ain't saw her in 3 years. What happened to her? Dang, what's she doing now? And
Can go back.
And she hit you. What you doing now? I'm coming to town. It's a lot of temptation. So you gotta be able to, all these homecomings and all that. Not me. I'm just saying other people.
You gotta say that.
Listen.
Homecoming king.
Man,
DJing.
come on, crown him.
You gotta relax. But I'm just saying,
Did y'all see Bezo?
Lakewood homecoming tomorrow.
Did you see him with the
Right.
headphones on?
You gotta, like, it's different. Like back in the day, you had to actually be out and have a mouthpiece. You had to really be able to talk.
Yeah.
Really be able to converse, trade numbers. Now, boom, I can look up anybody. So
And women are willing. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Men are asking.
Well, we know men are willing, but women are willing too.
Oh, y'all.
Y'all are willing.
These days, women be lying so bad.
Women
Because-
are just like men.
But
now.
then it goes back to that whole.
y'all just like that.
It goes back to that whole
Okay,
social
you go.
media thing, though, right? You have these images of women that men seem to be falling all over, and if you don't, as a woman, if you don't look like that, you're trying to do everything that you can to imitate what you see on social media, and that's not you.
Like I said earlier this week in a post, I said, fellas, if you see a woman who has 2 or more Facebook accounts that are active and none of them are for business, run.
Well,
Make a point on that. Why
I'm saying that because,
Yeah.
we've gotten to a point now where people can live vicariously
They
through
can have different lives.
Right.
the internet.
Don't get on. Don't
You
get
can have
on.
5 different
I can-
lives.
Don't
I
get on
can-
Snapchat.
I can
You
set
can have
this.
a whole nother life.
I can set
two or
this
three
account
lives.
up.
Don't get on Snapchat.
I can set this account
I
up
don't
to
even know how
allow
to work
only
that.
X amount of people
Don't.
to have
Just
access.
don't.
You might
Yeah.
change.
Then I
Right.
can set this account up to only
might
let
get a
X
private
amount of people
snap and
have
change.
access to it.
That's a good
So
point.
that
you making up.
gives
Yeah.
that person all of this playroom to where the person on plate A, that food will never touch plate B because
Never touch.
I keep them separate.
Snapchat
that's
scares
a whole
me.
lot. That's a whole lot of energy.
I can see
But it's-
a woman on
man.
Facebook every day doing blogs. Hey guys, I'm on my way to work right
And
now.
on Snap,
You go on Snap, they on the couches, they
listen,
smoking hookah.
listen.
Every
Time out.
day of the week.
Got a private Snap. Let me tell you something.
I
I
want
went with somebody who had a private Snap.
So I
Come
like-
on, dog.
Don't get on.
Come
Snap.
on now.
had a private Snap.
That's
I
why I
was
like to see.
what?
I like to see people in the daytime. Meaning, once Friday come, what are you? What are you? When you clock out and it's 7 p.m. Friday, what are you doing every Friday?
Right.
Because you go on Snap, they two
They
different
lit.
people. I mean, all weekend.
The whole weekend.
And then Monday, go back to Facebook. Hey guys, it was a great weekend.
But,
I took my dog for a walk in the park. No, you didn't.
Church was beautiful
But-
yesterday.
Yeah, they in church.
but,
Yeah,
Praise
church.
God.
but they're
What did he say,
trying-
B?
On Snap,
What did he say, B?
they smoking hookah, drinking Casamigo.
but
It's lit.
they're trying to attract somebody, right? I smoke cigars, right? Nobody will never know I smoke cigars ish.
Now we do.
If I don't, well, I mean, I do. I'm grown. First of all, I'm grown. I'm grown. I can do whatever I want to do, but I've been smoking cigars for the last 25 years. Now it's now starting to become popular, but I've been doing it for so long it doesn't faze me. So when I post a video of me smoking, I just do it just because, it's I'm in a couple of clubs, but that's a whole nother story. But the thing of it is that women are posting the content looking for, like Snapchat. They want the thug. They want the thugger. You see what I'm saying? That's why they posted up smoking hookah.
Well, they all
That's
in the
why.
section. They in the section.
I mean, but
Bottles everywhere. The dope boys is having their way.
yeah. But that's what it is. That's what women who don't really know themselves, and this is just my opinion, guys, so please don't beat me up. If you really don't know who you are, you're searching to find yourself in other things or other people.
Well, that goes both ways. That's not an exclusive thing just to a woman.
Y'all heard it here first.
That's definitely going to be on a men's side as well. Ego has no respect of gender.
Correct.
I can agree.
Ego has no respect of gender. And I think a lot of times what you start dealing with when we talk about social media is the ego factor, the attention.
Yeah.
You know, gone are the days where you have to write that letter, do you like me, yes or no, check the box, fold it up 15 different times, and little things, and it folds up, and then you got to have your other friend give it to her friend to give it to her.
Yeah.
I have direct access now.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And because of that direct access, it takes certain steps out of certain processes. And now it's like, okay, I have to have image now because now it's so quick to see who I am and what I do. I got to have image. So I have to project and I have to emulate or I have to appear to be in this certain way. Right? So, and now you can get all the attention that you want to.
Yeah.
You ain't really got to work hard for it.
And
a lot of females eat it up though. Trust me, I'll be eating it up.
I would say, you know,
especially those gym videos.
it's easy. I think it's easy.
Ooh.
I think it's
What?
easy. Yeah,
Hey, not
I
too
think
much
it's easy.
on my girl. Not too much on my
Ain't
girl.
just
How they do the squats?
Yo, not just her. You see them propping it up.
I ain't lying.
They prop it up, make sure it's in the right position.
Right position.
They go down,
We just showing our lifestyle.
and I be scrolling,
That's it.
And the Botox.
and I'm scrolling,
The bow tie?
The Botox.
and I scroll back up for a minute. I keep on scrolling.
I have no idea.
I can't,
You go back to
can't even
scrolling
get
the
down
what?
my time.
I just keep
before
scrolling.
And you
I
expect a man like me to
see-
not see you.
I see
You
old.
You know what I'm saying?
They put
But y'all
I
act
see- I
like
see-
y'all
I
ain't
see
never
old
seen
monkey.
a woman before. I
see a
mean,
woman.
Natural.
I see old. I see old.
Natural.
I
I
had
see
to
a,
go to the gym to see that woman doing that.
Now I ain't got to go to the gym.
I see a whole beagle.
I can do this.
They prop
see
it
all
right
kinda
in the
animals.
middle,
Stay right there. Stay right there.
and
Stay
they,
right
Camel
there.
toe.
and they go down.
Hey, stay right there. Stay right there.
So I'm
Moose
missing
knuckles.
out.
but
I'm missing out.
y'all thinking with the wrong thing. We
That
don't,
part.
We don't post.
So you mean to
we
tell
don't
me
post,
y'all don't-
We don't post
With nothing
for
in mind. No,
attention.
nothing in mind.
Absolutely
I'm not posting my
not.
booty.
Do what?
So just go work out.
Do what?
Yeah,
What's
and don't
wrong?
and don't and
But
don't.
what's wrong?
what?
You may be motivating someone,
And I can-
it may
I
be
can-
a motivational post.
And I can see your point, Pandora, and it may start that innocent for a lot of women, right? Attention's gonna come.
So what do
though.
y'all
When
men
they put
see?
200,
So
when they put
how-
200, 300 likes on that
So-
one post.
so
because
what do y'all
like I
men
had
see?
post one gym post one time, and actually it wasn't a gym post. It was me after the gym in my leggings, and I was seeing someone at the time, and I didn't pay attention to the video. He screamed on me because
Exactly.
too much of my cootie cat was out.
Exactly.
And I was like,
There's no way you don't know that thing
but
hanging
you
down.
don't pay attention to that if
Just
it's
so
not
sad.
what you. If
There's
it's not
no
what you.
way you don't know.
If it's not what you.
That wasn't
That's
her
in your
intention.
Old fat
mindset.
rabbit.
That, you know what I'm saying? Wow.
There's no
I got
way.
So
It was innocent. That wasn't her intention.
Right.
Oh, you gonna go there? Oh my
Yes.
God! Somebody, it was it.
So
So we
y'all
sup-
are fully
no, no.
intelligent
so
beings.
So listen.
but we're
Absolutely
supposed to
more
wear
intelligent than
muumuus
y'all.
when we work out.
wait, hold on. Let's switch it up.
Wait,
Okay, let's switch
hey.
it up. So when you go to the club or the bar, wherever you're at, or even at home, and you sit on the sink
Uh-huh.
and you catch them angles.
Yeah, them angles.
Some of us don't
Yeah.
need that though. But go ahead.
But why do you do that?
Why you do?
Why-
Why you sit?
I don't-
Y'all not saying
Wait
y'all.
a minute.
But
I do need it, and I
Wait
do
a
it
minute.
to make my ass look big, and because I want to look cute. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. That's why I did. I
Wait
put
a
one up
minute.
the other day. It was on my story.
So why
a couple
don't
weeks
you?
ago.
Why don't you just
Okay.
post like a selfie?
Cause she want her
Because
ass
I
to be
wanted
seen.
y'all to see it. I even asked them. I said, "Did I do it right?"
Wow.
Like, yeah, you did it right, girl. Next time, arch your back a little bit more.
I rock
was like,
with. See, I rock with you.
period.
You keep it real.
but
rock
but
with you.
honestly,
I rock with you.
like, and I
Oh, my
appreciate
God.
that.
I rock with you.
But I've never been that person. Like it's there. Like I can't help. It's there. I'm built like my mama and my daddy. It's there. I don't need it to be any bigger. And as a matter of fact, it needs to get a little. It needs to get a little bit smaller. But it's there. Yeah, girl. Yeah, this a whole lot.
the point I'm making is, as men, that's what we're facing every day.
I have a question. I have
So
a
you
question.
can be
real quick.
strong, but you're still seeing this every day.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
and about the ego.
Come on.
That we were talking about, and this is just my personal what I've been thinking. I'm not a man, obviously, so this is a good platform for me to ask this question.
Oh God.
I feel like sometimes y'all, because we talked about the fact last week that a lot of times when y'all cheat, when y'all have sexual intercourse with another woman other than the partner, that it has nothing to do with emotions, right? Is it because y'all just like attention? Do y'all like attention? Do you just is it
like
just your
attention.
ego
Yeah.
that
I
causes
think
you some men
yeah.
to go out and get all these numbers and talk to all these women? Is it something that you're?
It's the thrill of the hunt for a lot of men.
Yeah, it's the hunter.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
It's the hunter.
Yeah,
It's
that whole process.
It's the
So why
hunter
you
gatherer.
hunting if you got somebody?
They can't
that
help it.
part.
Some of them just can't help it. I don't
So
know.
so
we
what
always wanna
happens?
hunt.
So
We're always going to hunt. We ain't gonna stop the hunt because we men.
so let me
We're not
ask
gonna
this
stop the
question.
hunt. I'm not saying we put it towards certain things. Our hunt may be toward our job or our entrepreneurship or whatever.
we
the case
hunting
may be,
something.
but we always hunt.
We always hunting.
We always hunt.
Yeah.
So what if you come across a woman who doesn't resist you, but she doesn't resist you because she doesn't want to go through all of the gameplay and she knows that she likes you and she wants to see where this goes. Why are women like that overlooked? Is it because there's no hunt involved, or
I don't think they overlook. They just they're not overlooked.
They just keep going.
But then they
kinda
still
keep
hunt.
I can
Stay- okay? You see where I'm going,
I
right?
can see.
You see-
I can see where you're going with
Yeah.
Because me personally, in the past, if it's like looking too easy,
Yeah, Tupac. I do have that. Watch this. Can I say this? I do have the Tupac rule.
but that has backfired. They get too clingy.
Wait.
No,
Can I say this?
no.
That's backfired.
When we talking about too easy, let me say this. I'm not talking about easy. Like if you're a mature, emotionally intelligent woman, got yourself together and all this stuff, I'm very attracted to that.
Yeah.
But what I'm not attracted to is if you trying to get this dick first. And see, my thing is, and I'm about to say this, like if you heavy on trying to get the dick, right,
Yeah.
and you bypass,
There we go.
it's up. Then I'm Tupac. I don't want it if it's that easy. I don't want if it's that easy. I'm not hunting you,
But it's-
because you might got something that
That's
I
gonna
don't
be a
want.
headache afterwards.
But it's not even about
Exactly.
sex,
Yeah.
right?
She gonna be a
But
stalker,
what you just
and I've had a
said.
stalker
So
before, and I
so
don't
what
want it
if
anymore.
what
Yeah,
if
don't need that.
because you haven't even had the conversation though? You just said that she might become too clingy, but what if she saw something in you that she didn't see in the other 1,000 niggas that's coming at her all at the same time? So she done bypassed all of that. She chooses you and chooses not to give you what she's giving them.
Right.
But now you just like, wait a minute, nah, she might be too clingy.
So no, we are shaped by our experiences.
Okay.
So in my experience, anytime it was like that, it was a headache afterwards. Yeah.
Now,
And I don't want to.
So let me take it back to the Bible.
I've dealt with mature. I've dealt with mature
I mean,
women before.
if we locked in, that's cool. But
So let me take it back to the Bible real quick.
Oh.
Many are called, but few are chosen.
what we talking?
Which
But-
one are you gonna be though?
Go ahead. You had something to
Go
say.
ahead.
Hey, talk to him, bro.
So let's look at this.
We'll be looking. You putting your foot down?
At the end of the day,
Come on, put the foot down. I need you to stomp it. Do
there's
something.
going to be guys who have an insatiable appetite.
Correct.
There are going to be guys who have an insatiable appetite. Now, what that appetite is rooted in can be different for different guys.
Right.
For some, it's that thrill of the hunt in a sense of saying, I'm keeping myself active. Like she's keeping me engaged. There's a mystery. I got this at home, but there's a mystery over there. Now, okay, can I be adult? Right? Can I be a real adult right
Man,
quick?
talk to him, man.
Talk to him, man.
Talk to him.
Wait.
I
I
just
gotta
missed
let him
over
finish.
it. I'm sorry.
Pop it real quick.
Look, he gonna nut the same way.
But is it gonna feel the same way? But go
It came
It
out.
might feel even better.
It came out. It came out. I'm good.
It might feel better.
Yawn.
'Cause it-
Give me a sandwich. So what I'm saying is, if we were just talking about it being about sex,
Y'all
it's
silly
it,
as
you know, the
hell,
physical motion and doing that. I
man. Hear that
mean,
breathe?
Yeah.
them 5 hookahs on Thumb Street, you know, can get them there too.
That's the
Right?
difference between 10 minutes and 60 seconds.
But see, that's not. You're talking about the longevity. I'm talking about his mentality and the fact of saying I was able to conquer this.
Yeah.
Right. That is true.
I was able to conquer it.
Oh my God.
And
someone else could not get it.
Yeah.
I was in a room full of dudes just like me.
Yeah.
I was able to get it, and I was able to conquer it.
So that's
No,
the
I mean,
ego,
what's
right?
what,
is,
that's
right?
your ego.
Yeah, that's the
But-
ego.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So that's
I'm
what I'm
not
saying.
denying
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
So
you
that-
I
have
just
to
wanted to make sure
understand
that
that
I
she
was on the right
chose
path.
you.
No, no,
I
I'm
thought
not
so.
denying that.
I'm
But
not.
guess what?
I'm not.
So
I'm not
what-
Wait,
trying
wait.
to downplay
Women
what
got
you're
the
saying,
same shit. Now y'all got the same thing.
Uh-oh.
Y'all got
Hold
the
on.
same shit. Hold on.
Absolutely.
Y'all got
Oh.
the same
big
shit.
speaker.
If you see a man in the club that you like and all these women around him
Absolutely.
and all this other stuff like that,
No.
you be like, you know what?
Every
I'm not
mistake
gonna
I've
do what them
made
other women do.
has
But
been
I'm
on
gonna make sure I do something and make sure I get his
She
attention.
gonna stand out.
I'm gonna stand out or whatever the case may
That's
be. And when
how
I
they
stand out,
think.
because when I come
That's
in,
how they think, though.
She gonna
when
boost it
I
over.
come in,
Gonna boost it
game
over a little
over.
bit more.
Absolutely.
And women have that same thing. See, they got both sides got ego. I think
gonna
that's
have
what he's
that-
talking
that
about.
slit
Both
up
sides
and
got
let you
ego.
see
my
that-
my ego
let me
is
see that
this.
baby thigh.
My ego is this.
That's how I got my husband.
Period. My ego is this. Once
about
you
it.
experience me one time, it's gonna be hard as hell for somebody else to come behind me. So I don't need to make myself seen. I don't need to make myself known. If you notice me and I notice you, then it's on and popping.
that's that
But if
Erica
you
Badu
notice
stuff right
me and I don't notice you, then it's then okay, boom. But y'all think that we walk in the club
to
and
have a
see
snap- you need a snap clip
everybody
track.
surrounding one person and we looking like, oh, I'm finna get him. We ain't got you to think about.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
We ain't got
I
you.
agree with her on
We
that.
we
No,
going
I
to the
don't.
bar. We trying to
Right.
figure out what drink we finna get.
Right.
But you know why? Let me tell you
But
this.
if I want you,
That part.
But if I want you,
Come on.
I'm going to get you.
Period.
Exactly.
Good, bad, or whatever. That's how.
Many
that's
are
how I got my
called, few are
husband.
chosen. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I
But
love
I
that
was
she
I was
said
gonna
that.
say that's the thing about women. I think he talked about, y'all have prowess, y'all have it. But I think that a lot of times that when it's reversed, let me ask you a question. Do you want a man that nobody else wants?
Of course not.
Do you want a man that nobody else wants?
I've dealt with those.
I just
type of men.
asked you a question. Answer my question.
Do I
you
want
want a man that nobody else
Blessed,
wants?
blessed are those who ask the question, my brother.
Yes.
You want a man? Do you want a man that nobody else wants? That no other women want?
Yeah.
Oh my!
I don't.
We
I
2
don't
to
nobody
1?
else- It don't nobody else want
So
what I want.
let me say this. So no, let me say this because
something is wrong.
No, my type of man is not like the normal type. I need a buff body. I have always been attracted to oversized. I don't want to say oversized men. I've always been attracted to bigger men. The bigger you are, the more I'm like, oh my god, I'm finna get this.
But hold on.
Yes, but
Wait a minute.
We the smoothest though.
but
We the smoothest.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like so I can
200
honestly
pounds
say
plus.
yes.
I felt a little.
And
200 pounds plus.
and if you
215, baby.
300, baby, what do you want to eat? Because I'm fitting to go cook. Don't play with me.
I'm just
Don't play with
still
me.
shell shocked a
What a
little bit.
goddamn clap button
I don't know whether I feel
orange
insulted or
Do it right.
admired.
No, but I'm
a
being
cruise
serious.
bar for her.
Like I've never been, and they can be cute.
board.
And they can be cute. They can be cute all day long and they can be attractive and I can give them all of that. But to say that I'm going to bring one of them home to my mama, I'd be lying to you. Never have done it ever in my life. You can ask my mama and my daddy. Never done it. Ever.
There's something about that man that somebody else is still going to find attractive, whether it's mentally or whether it's going to be something. I don't want no man that don't nobody else want. They got to want you for something.
But
Your
see, but then
intelligence,
no.
He'd have to be
your
rejected for
penis.
some
No,
reason.
Yeah, something.
no, but look
They gotta want you for
but look at the flip
Right.
side of that though, right? So if you with him, which means that if you're with him and you know him, that means that everybody else is going to be looking at him like, what the hell do he have that he has?
But
her?
it ain't my problem that people look at me like what he got. I'm just walking around. I'm just existing. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
And your
But
aura
y'all,
just breaks.
but you know
I'm
they
just
always
existing.
say a woman she cute for her size. You see what I'm saying? But it's the same kind of thing. But everybody likes what they like and they want what they want. Like I said,
right now.
I have never been attracted to a washboard. I don't want a gym rat. They just it's I'm not that's just my preference. I've never been attracted to that type of person. Have I ever dealt with one? once many years ago, and it was just too much.
I just think there's somebody for everybody, and somebody's always going to want what you have.
Right,
regardless.
because
I
tried to date somebody who I thought nobody else would want, and
Right.
he still cheated on me, and I had to beat him up.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I had that too.
I love highly attractive women in different ways. So you got to bounce. You can be a 7 in beauty, but your emotional intelligence and everything else about you need to be a 15.
Yeah.
And my thing is that beams out of you. I can tell that beams out of you. So my whole thing is, you don't have to be ultra fine, for me to be with you. But my thing is, I would take that if you got these other qualities too.
Right.
I want to wake up to somebody.
I dated a guy that no one wanted, but after I talked to him and they saw
Everybody else wanted.
Yes, everybody was like, rah, rah, rah. And then he eventually went to one of those rah, 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 right? So yeah,
So how did you feel?
You made this nigga. You made this nigga.
How did you move after that?
So
Benedict Arnold.
she contacted me.
Dang.
Yes, she did. So I had to let her know
Hey,
that
look, boy,
I
I
just
had
left
them
his
calls, bro.
house.
Yeah, that Shirley call.
So it
Barbara.
was crazy. It was really crazy because they thought that what I had, he contributed to it. So they wanted that. Which when it wasn't like that.
He wasn't the one
He
with the
changed
sauce.
back to. He changed back to.
You gave him the sauce.
Right, so it wasn't,
You put the sauce on
wasn't
him.
like that. So once they knew that it wasn't like that, but the thing is, just because that's what I received, that don't mean you gonna receive it.
He was a bland chicken, and you the one who
Hit
put
the button, man.
seasoning.
Pandora popping it tonight.
What's
going on?
Yeah. You got it. You got the button.
Got any of you today? Birthday. That's
Birthday. It's a birthday. Frolicking in the park.
Yeah. She popping.
But we're attracted to
I like
different
it.
people
I like
for
it.
different reasons, and I mean, it just people look at you and they think that you want this certain thing, and that's never been the case for me. But I don't talk to a whole lot of people.
Well, big fellas, I'm gonna encourage you right now because it felt like there was a slight attack on big men before she tried to clean it up. But just know that October, it is October the 19th.
Y'all are sexy.
It is October the
Y'all are
19th.
sexy.
You better know we are in our winning season right now.
Oh my God.
It is cuddle. It is cuddle season.
But But we gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Check their Snapchat. Make sure they're not on the couches.
Man.
We not cuffing those kind. No.
No.
If you single,
Oh my God.
check Snap. Make sure she don't got the hookah, Casamigos. Make sure she ain't got a dope boy chain on for the moment.
Whoa, there's nothing wrong with that.
We're going to end this whole situation. We appreciate y'all for coming out tonight. Listen, we appreciate y'all for leaning into this conversation. We're going to see y'all next time, all right? Peace.